our next guest has created looks for titles like Wakanda Forever, also the Netflix series Forever, and she was the assistant designer for Usher's Super Bowl look.
Ooh, okay, this is so exciting.
Yes.
To tell us more about her work, we're joined by the very talented Tanja Caldwell. Good morning.
Hi, good
Hi
morning.
there.
Good morning. Okay, I want to ask you first, when you found out you were doing costuming for Forever, specifically with Mara Brock Akil, she is a Superwoman creator.
Yes.
What was it, right? What was the first thing you thought of when you were thinking of the looks? Because I know that it's the story is told through the script, but it's also told through what the actors are wearing.
Absolutely. I was really excited to work with Mara again. We have worked before in the past. Um, and reading the script, I was really excited about designing these characters with her because they
Yeah.
were young, they were multidimensional, they were real, and the script reads really beautifully. This kind of love story and transition from young adults to more adulthood, high school to college. So I was really excited about creating these characters with her.
And the looks are so LA, which I love.
Thank
I love it
you.
so much. Um, are you from Los Angeles?
I'm actually not from LA
Okay.
originally,
Okay.
but I've lived in LA probably almost 15 plus years. And I've grown to love LA. I have a lot of really
Yeah.
great friends who are born and raised. And so that was another thing that was really important to Mara as well as Regina. Both of them being from LA, it was important to make sure that the characters felt really authentic to the culture of LA,
Yeah.
not only through the fashions, but the styles, the
Yeah.
hair, the makeup. So we definitely wanted to make sure we were rooted in what young LA looks like and how they would want to be represented in a film like this.
Yeah, it really is a nice marriage of kind of the young and then the older generation. And I'm from Sacramento, but I lived in LA for some time also. And tell me, just you agree, right? That LA could be so casual and chill, but you could also just step it up and not feel out of place. And I feel like you see a lot of that in this show.
Absolutely. I think LA does have kind of a laid back culture, but it's still very much like a fashion mecca. And there's differences in LA fashion, different from New York
Right.
or from
Yeah.
Atlanta or Houston, Texas, or places like that, or Miami. So I think that was the fun thing about, and it's always the fun thing about creating LA-based shows, right? There is this dynamic of laid back culture and things that are very LA and have become staples and iconic to LA. Just like anywhere else, there are certain things, certain shoes, certain clothing, certain styles, certain brands that feel very authentic to LA
Yeah.
culture and significant. So we made sure to include all of those things or as much as we could in it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your next project? Can you tell us?
I have a few things, lined up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm hoping to do, a series. I'm hoping to do season two,
Okay.
of course. Excited that everybody's loved it so much, and congratulations to Mara and the producers
Yes.
and directors alike, and all of the actors and the crew. They did such a phenomenal job, and I love that the fans and the people who are watching, the viewers, are really taking to it and loving it. And I think what's awesome about our show is it resonates to people in a
Yes.
really real way.
Yeah.
It's from the hair, the makeup, the costumes, the art direction. I think everything is very real, really authentic, and it was made that way intentionally to resonate to the
Yeah.
audience.
Well, Forever is streaming right now on Netflix. My daughter and I both love it for different reasons,
Yeah.
and it's so fun for us to, chat
Yeah.
back and forth about the show. Tanja,
love
you are
that.
doing an exceptional job with the costuming there
Thank you.
and all the other projects that you've been doing. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
She's
for
great.
having me.
And new fan unlocked. I'm going to follow her on Instagram
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
can kind of
yeah.
get some styles. It's nice to kind of be
Absolutely.
inspired.
I
All right.
got
Thank
you.
you. All right.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Absolutely. It's really cool. All right.